Today we're going to use because I've got 4 decks and it's just going to be what speaks to me, but what did speak to me was for the core cards, we are going to use the Healing with the Fairies deck right here. And this is what we're going to do for our core reading. And then, and I did shuffle them, but I'm going to shuffle them just a little bit more because let's kind of clear the energy, and because I know it's super important because it's my first reading on YouTube. And then we're going to do the Green Witch Tarot compilation by Anne Mora. Boom. Boom. And this is what's on the bottom of the deck. Oh, what about that? Page of Cups. So we're just going to keep that one out just because I was inclined to, you know, kind of read from the bottom. That'll be like maybe the message for the end. And the sun is at the bottom. Good weekend for empowerment, it looks like, guys. Okay. So these are what I'm going to use for the clarifiers. All right, so what I'm going to do first is we're going to kind of read into how in the world, and we're going to like put a stack here and I'll show you the cards, how we got there in the first place, how we lost our power. Come on, women, I mean, how did we do that? We completely lost ourselves to everyone last week, it feels like to me, and that's why I felt very inclined to get up today and do this reading. So it's like, so we're going to do, lay down some cards about how we got there in the first place. You know, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull that sun as the general energy for us, because why not? We should have the sun as our energy for us this weekend. Let's have a killer weekend, right? Can't help but to think that that's what Spirit wants for us. The sun. Look at that card. At the hot flame, right into the sun. Everything's great. The sunflowers are there, peeking out towards the sun. Wonderful. This is going to be what empowers us this weekend. So I'm going to put that there. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, this is not only just for the ladies. I mean, guys, I'm sure there was some time where you had lost your power as well this week. I mean, it was like in a bad way, like unbelievably lost control on some level of your personal energy, of your personal finances, overall well-being, period. So this is what got us there in the first place. Kind of tell us a little bit about what was going on, and you know, because you don't want to hear, you hardly ever see it coming. You know, you get up, you ground, you protect. I'm supposed to be starting yoga. Be doing. My guides told me I need to start doing some yoga to channel some of my energy in a more positive way. You know, as I am dealing with a really aggressive situation right now, and somebody who is, you know, mean, can tend to utilize that energy in an aggressive manner, and they're trying to channel that a little bit better, would you, sis? Because do what honors you, not somebody else. I mean, you know, you don't want that freaking karma. Yeah. Funny stuff. Okay, so basically, as us as a collective, we've got the miracle healing. There. I got my incense rolling because I do work with of course you want to clear your space, but I do work with the element of air quite a bit. I have, and I'm in Aries, but that's fire. They found me for some reason. I mean, a lot of times I like take little pictures, and you'll see little things with wings and what I call my little sylphs. They're really funny, especially when I'm giving them something to get rid of for me. It's just funny what you see with the smoke. Anyway, it's great. But anyway, the miracle healing, and guess what, people? Romantic partner. Okay, so obviously a lot of us who've had this kind of difficult week prior, we're dealing with somebody who is a romantic partner, and what we're going through is basically a process of part of our healing, and I believe that. You don't want to believe it, but it's true. I mean, we'd rather have it turn into a more positive aspect of what's going on when we love these people, right? they are not really loving us back, and causing us quite, you know, something. I mean, some of us are also dealing with people who have the same kind of gifts, such as I do, and that it's like warfare. It can War of the Roses. War of the Roses. I mean, it's gotten that bad. So some of you are dealing with that too. Just remember and realize that part of what's gone on is part of your healing, or getting you to move forward in your healing. And because, you know, the guides really want to offer you the world. So reach for it, you know. This is almost kind of like holding us back. And it's hard to let go, you know. You love somebody, you want it to work out. It's really hard to let go. So I'm going to put some clarifiers on the romantic partner, what may be going on there, and what other steps the miracle of healing was trying to take place with maybe some of the, I mean, what I don't understand is the healing. I mean, like, somebody was stealing is what it was, my energy. But for them, it was a part of healing. And if I could explain the situation, I really can't. You almost wish you could, but it's like, hey, it was being done in kind of a negative way. And it's like, if you're going to make me have to protect myself, and it's going to be either you or me, it's going to be me. And I had to learn that the hard way. And I've always been one that would give till there was nothing left but skeleton. And I ain't no walking around no skeleton no more, okay? Witch, please. Girl. No. You can't steal from me to keep going. Absolutely not. I'll work at this. You can't have it. Anyway, so some things. The healing has to do with... Oh, gosh. My cards are jumping out at me. The Lord of the Shadows. That's basically the Death card. Yeah. And of course we all know that doesn't necessarily mean death, and then gosh, in this situation I hope not. And the Nine of Wands. Sorry, these were the cards that kind of jumped out at us here. Okay, so what I say about that is that I think in some situations you were having, as far as if it weren't your romantic partner that you're having difficulty with, was stealing some of your energy. Almost they were doing it out of as a place of protection, almost as of feeling like maybe you were encroaching a little bit, but at the same time seeing something that you had they could utilize for their own self-being, and doing it in a way, like I said and mentioned, that was not of the best, what's the word I want to use? Intention. Yeah. You know, it's like somebody stealing from you just because they can, or that this was the only thing they could do. It's almost recognizing something in you that almost made them seem obligated to do it on some measure. Like, oh yeah, well look what I can take from you. You know what I mean? It's just kind of like, even though you may be helping them, or what you're doing is ultimately helping, you know, in the situation, they don't even realize, you know, it's like, hey, I'm here to help. I'm here to keep it grounded. I'm here to keep it real. I'm here to keep your stuff going so that you can heal, or you can do whatever, you know, and this is part of my healing too, and they just don't see it, you know. And also with the romantic partner situation, you know, the Lord of the Shadows, I think, works for both of them. You know, even if this other person, it may be something leading to, and this is part of your healing too, maybe you're not having that person in your life or position at work, or it's working towards that, or, you know, even if you're fighting for it, or just recognizing that somebody is feeling you know, stepped on, territorial. They may be in a situation at work where they are, you know, kind of losing it a little bit, and maybe finger pointing at you, and trying to protect their area. I mean, it happens. It's so funny. It seems that people who have really worked on their spiritualism, and people can see that, and it's like you're the first target for that crap. You know, is it because we can combat it? And sometimes we can't, you know, and it's just, but you always seem to be the scapegoat. No matter what you do, you could be freaking best employee of the year, never missed a day, and then this joker who can't do shit and is losing their position or losing something and sees you and they're like, oh, well, and they fucking listen. It's like, are you kidding me? Then all of a sudden you're out and you didn't even do anything wrong. You know, you see everybody else doing something worse, and it's just like it's big ass target. I don't know what it's, you know, I don't know what it is. But anyway, with the romantic partner, we have the Knight of Cups. Woo. So I'm kind of feeling like what's kind of going on for us isn't maybe necessarily, some of it, you know, is definitely direct from these people. But if it's about the healing and everything, it's just because there's something else coming. There's something better. There's somebody trying to give you a better proposal on some measure. You know what I mean? Like there's better, better offering, a better, hey, could be in a job, could be a romantic situation, you know, what about me? I've got something really good to offer you. You know what I mean? And when we're so wrapped up and absorbed either in work or with our romantic partner, you know, and this wasn't even supposed to go romantic, but I told her if it was going to go that way, it was going to go that way. Because if that's the energy, that's the energy. If that's what's happening, that's what's happening. This is like somebody that is kind of been looking at you from afar, and they want to give the offer. It's not quite ready yet. I don't know if they're just kind of waiting to see what happens, you know, and maybe they are respecting the fact that they need to allow this process for you and that it needs to come to an end. And the energy of this surrounding both situations is about healing and it's ending, because nothing good can come out of this unless there's the ending to the bad. I mean, and you know, we all have our highs and lows, and this is what this is definitely indicating, is what we just went through on all aspects is, you know, watch yourself at work. You've got this situation going on where somebody may be finger pointing at you, not having the best intentions, trying to protect themselves. I mean, it's almost like it's not you, it's them. You know, hey babe, it's not you, it's me, you know, and but we have this energy surrounding us, so it's kind of like, you know, good luck, because even though we're taking the beating, you're not winning. You may think you're winning, you're not winning. Ultimately, the universe has our back, and it's basically saying, hey, we are just whoosh, like a tidal wave, ending this. We're ending it for you, and we're going to be bringing you another new proposal. Something better is around the corner, and so just with this person, kind of just be cautious, you know. Maybe what I have to say is, this is what I have to say. Watch your back, cover your butt, and don't let this happen. You know what I mean? Don't let this happen. This is different than this. Like it happening because there's this greatness thing coming around. This is in regards to romantic partner, but with like the work situation or anything like that. That's just bullshit. That's malicious. And no. The thing is, no. You do have some control. Because if you don't, it is going to end up ending. And no. Remember, you have this kind of energy surrounding you. So handle that shit. Okay? Because you don't have to defend yourself. While they're busy defending themselves, you just cover your ass. What I'm saying there. I'm just going to pull one clarifier for the Knight of Chalices, Knight of Cups, and see what it is that he's offering. And then we will move on to what we can do to empower ourselves for this weekend and get prepared for especially your work situation, that person. And kind of come into the week with some strength and not like Swiss cheese, so that we can combat some of that stuff. Because it was bad. I have never in my life and never had somebody steal from me like that energy-wise. And it was something. I mean, I could not function. I couldn't even drive down the street. I literally passed out when I parked my rig. For you that don't know that, in Idaho, rig means truck. It was terrible. It was really terrible. But I felt, you know, in situations like that too, when you're starting to feel that way, you know, what I do sometimes, and I did this, and I felt like $1 million afterwards. Take a salt bath, and I put this, you know, kind of like the little oils and essential oils or whatever, I put lemon in with that, and I mean, you just scrub and you just don't even want to stop. You just want to get it all off of you, and it just feels so great, and you feel like $1,000,000. Try it. Just try it. And if you don't have like the oil, put lemons in your bath. I mean, seriously, it's all like detoxers, you know, and just cleans you up, and I felt great. So I definitely suggest that. But we're gonna pull clarifying prayer for the Knight of Cups. Woo! And we got, and this is my girl right here, a 9 of Chalices, 9 of Cups, your wish card. What you wish is my command, basically. What you think, you manifest. She follows me a lot in my readings. She's kind of like a little guide for me. I call her Maya, and even though Maya, there's a reason why I call her Maya, but, and we'll go into that another time. But for like the earthly plane, she brings you what you like, or we'll step in and say, hey, and this is like that positivity saying, no, really seriously, the universe is trying to bring you something new and better, fresh, you know, awesome. So yeah, so just know everything you went through last week, as bad as it was, it is for your healing. It is the universe stepping in to end whatever it was that's causing the negativity in your life, whether it be a romantic partner, a position in your work. Also as well, if you, because she's, I mean, this is about either situation, and basically you can keep this from happening, you know, and or the worst situation, and or in a romantic, let it end, because I'm telling you, everything is coming to you. Everything. Everything. Okay. So now we're going to pull on the fairies about, and that's pretty cool because I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting to see like Armageddon, you know, like what? Like I freaking knew it. I mean, I felt it physically, fucking Armageddon. Very surprised, but you know, hey, cool. Thank you, God and Goddess, for you know, if we have to do it, and I know I'm in Aries and I'm pretty stubborn, and I'm Libra rising. I'm a Chiron in Aries. I mean, it's like, okay, you got to hit me with a mountain to get me to see. And then that's what they're definitely doing. But this reading is for in general and for the collective. But, you know, if we're all strong-willed people, then yeah, I get it. Totally get it. Okay, so the 2 cards I'm going to pull now are just basically what we can do to empower ourselves this weekend, to kind of go into next week. Empowered and ready. Knowing our situations, knowing what's coming up, you know, maybe if we're going out tonight, now we know this is going on, we can look, you know, look extra good. I'm like gonna straighten this shit, and I'm gonna be, you know, I'm gonna go have me a cocktail, I think. Why not? Because my Knight of Cups is out there, and I gotta get rid of my old crotchety situation. Rottenness, don't even want my ass, you know, so. Alright, so this is what we can do to empower ourselves this weekend. And I'm just going to let these ones jump out of us. That's important. Yeah, I'm playing this kick-ass music right now because, you know what? We don't need that old sad, sappy kind of, that's what we need. I'm telling you. We don't need no that. We need this war. And guess what? We's winning. Ooh, whoa. Okay. This is what we can do to empower. Oh, God. Oh my God. They all wanted to talk. Oh. Okay, so we have, I mean, I had a whole horde of them jump out, and I generally will keep that when they do all that, but this one they did, and this one was the one that landed face up, didn't end up on the floor. So we've got positive expectations, what you think you manifest, okay? So you know, kind of take your mind off of everything else, and especially your work situation, enjoy your weekend. Think about how you're thinking. I see angel numbers all the time, and it's constant about your thoughts. What you think, you manifest. You are that person. I'm an Aries. I'm a witch. Anything I think, I manifest, whether it's positive or for me or not. It's just keep your positive expectations. Like anything that comes out is going to have a positive result. You know, everything has a purpose and a reason, even if it's negative. Just know that it has, you know, a positive outcome. Either way, it's a positive outcome. And inner power. Inner power. Yes, hold that star, baby girl. That's right. And for me, because I am a witch, you know, you see the moon and the fairies, and we definitely had some of those that joined me the other night. You know, reach for that star. Reach for the stars, girl. You got the power. And fellas, hey, come on. You do have the power. You beautiful creature. You've got every, you know, the power of the god and goddess are behind you, and grab that star that's coming towards you. Grab it. Reach for it. Just like this with the miracle healing, you go ahead and reach for everything, because that's what you have the power to bring into your life. As long as you are manifesting and have the understanding that what is happening for you is divine healing, and just to know that there's positive outcomes to this, and have positive expectations. Manifest like this. Manifest like this. So that is awesome. Oh, and this was just at the top of the card deck. Creative expression. So some things we can do to empower ourselves is channel your creativity. Paint. I have a painting over there that I started, and I that's funny because I told myself I was going to do that today. You know what? I'm going to clean up my house, get all the clothes off my bed that are stacked because I slept on the couch past 2 days. I haven't put my clothes away. And I'm going to paint, because everything positive comes out of creativity. Music, art, writing, anything like that. Go see a play, go to a concert. Do something that's going to wash away all that negativity that was thrown on you. Purposefully, though, by the universe, who's working towards your miracle healing and or warning you of things that are happening around you that you can stop. What a great card. Do this. Use your inner power. Have positive expectations. Think positively, so you're not manifesting anything negative from this, because when this kind of thing happens, you do tend to think negatively, like, woe's me, like, why is this happening to me? I mean, I did it too. I was like, what is going on? Why is this? Why can't I just have this stability? Why is everybody coming at me? You know, I just get fucking tired of it. Fucking tired of it. And you have to have a conversation even with God, and the goddess, like, no more. You know, I'm gonna fight for what I want to fight for, and if it's not right, then you're gonna have to step in and let me know. And then that's what they show did. And then they show did that. Which place, girl? All right. So kind of just to clarify, because you know, that's pretty freaking clear. You know, I am going to do the yoga as soon as I get done. I promise. My guides. I mean, I did call everybody in prior, so don't freak out. You know, I called our guardian angels and our guides and the elements, of course, because especially my element of air, to protect us and guide and look after us, and our ancestors. You know, I never used to include the angels, never really had thought about it before, but I just recently went through like a spiritual boot camp. They really grabbed me and said, hey, where are you? Because, you know, you lose touch with your spirituality and your craft, my craft. And they're like, no, you have got to get onto your craft right now, because you are needed to help, and you are needed to do what you're sent here to do and are supposed to do, and you're going to get off your ass. And I mean, I practically had Gaia TV plugged into my arm. You know what I mean? This one here, like, you know, every breath is a second chance, and so don't you forget that. Seriously, went through, I mean, I had to eliminate people from my life, period, that were just really bringing me down and sending me right back to the same place. You know, I had to kick people out of my house, basically, because they were just so negative. It was so negative in here. Oh my God, most of my friends are very sensitive, and would come over and feel sick. Didn't even want to come over anymore. And we're seeing shit and all kinds of, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, no. I mean, it wasn't inside, but they were outside kind of just wishing to get in. I know they can't. But you can't sit on the patio without being stalked by negativity that was inside my home. And causing me to be not my best self, my highest self, and really taking away that, you know, my vibration. And sometimes it's what you got to do, and I recommend doing the same thing. It's hard, it's difficult, it made me cry. I mean, these are people I love dearly. These are I mean, you have no idea. But you have to eventually just say, it's time for me. I've got shit to do. You can't do this to me anymore. I don't accept it. I don't deserve it. And it's not happening anymore. So we're going to pull just some advice, what I had to go through, like my little spiritual boot camp. Whew. Man, oh man. You know, it's funny is when you do this and you're called, you're spiritual, you know, me and witchcraft. And I love my daughter. She's got a lot of power too, but she also knows there's a lot of responsibility to that. And once you have entered that realm, yeah, you can come and go out of it, but they're going to remind you, and to the point to where when it's just time, you have no choice but to continue. And she knows the responsibility of it, and is choosing to step back a little bit, because you have to know it's got to be a core part of your life. It's not something you take back. It's just not. And yeah, I'm going to find that in church. Okay, so still using our fairy deck. Now we're going to use the outcome of, you know, just some of the empowerment, and that's pretty cool. Like, you know, hey, freaking remember who you are, you shining star. Look at this pretty girl. Reach for that star. Yeah, that's right. Hold it in your hand, sister. Mama Moon is telling you. That's what you got. Expect positive things so you don't manifest anything bad. And use your creative expression. Channel it. Channel it through art. Wash it away with music. Drawing, poetry, anything creative, anything you find creative, and that could be the way you fish, the way, I mean, it's just those kind of things, you know. So this is what's going to be the outcome. Oh, a new opportunity. And what else? What else can we expect from the outcome of taking this weekend of empowerment and walking into next week more prepared for our situations? I've got 3. You know, these fairy cards, they like to come out in numbers of 3s, and that's my number, so I like that. Woo, girls and boys. So you're gonna. I love these cards. So okay, so there's gonna be a new opportunity. Take this weekend, kind of channel yourself, get rid of what happened. You have the warnings of what was going on as far as where work is concerned, and or, you know, if it is coming to an end, it's because it's divine healing, it's divinely ordered, and because there might be new opportunities coming for you, something better. Maybe you don't need an environment like that at work. You're too good for that. You're a child of the stars. You do not need to be treated that way. Okay. You're a divine person, and the divine stands in for the divine. And even though we are, you know, as I will always say, we are, you know, a multi-dimensional person. And you know what? They have our back. And I love that. I have, like, people-wise, but I've had plenty of people who are sensitive and intuitive come up to me and say, you're highly guarded. And I'm like, thank Jesus, because I ain't got nobody else, and everybody else just really wants to come at me. So, and also, oh, I'm gonna wait for this one. You have the awakening of your true self. So maybe even part of it is doing some meditation and just touching yourself again, and I don't mean like it this way. But getting in touch with yourself again, like, you know, remembering who you are, and then thinking about both situations, and if this really honors your true self. Are you speaking your truth? Is this really what's going on? I mean, if you just take this, positive expectations, use your inner power, wash it away through creative expression or whatever, you know, clear yourself and awaken to your true self. And then we got this old cat here. The sexuality. Look at her. Woo. It is almost like, you know, if you guys get out this weekend and you're doing any of this and you already have a romantic partner, or you meet one because, you know, you've got this cat coming at you with an opportunity. I mean, it's, you know, if you see the crane by the tree, he sees you. He's already seen you, okay? He has seen to you, and he's kind of standing back, so that new beginning isn't quite there yet, but he's like, look what I got for you, baby girl. He's got, you know, he's got a nice little silver thing. Here's what's coming up. Here's what he would like to manifest for you guys. You know, maybe go to dinner, go to do something like that. But you're going to be emanating this very powerful thing called sexuality. You will be radiating after doing this kind of awakening, not awakening, but yeah, no, awakening. And doing your empowerment, what you can do to empower yourself for this coming up week. You're going to be radiating some of this. Because, girl, when you got your shine, and gentlemen, when you have your shine going, you have that confidence, that swagger. You know, people are going to start recognizing you in one form or the other. So, that, woo-hoo, I like her. I like her a lot. All right, so we're going to do some clarifying on, well, the sexuality. Well, let's do that. Maybe we shouldn't jump right there. We do have a new opportunity, so maybe we should. Those are typical Aries, right? We're going to clarify on the new. We're clarifying the new. We're going to clarify on the new opportunity first. I'm like, hell no, I don't know about that sexuality. Oh. Ooh, okay, new opportunity. The wheel of the year. Same thing, guys. This just could be divinely what's happening for you, either in work and for love, self-growth, everything. There's just something new and better for you. It's already been handled, taken care of. It's just up to you to let go of what you were dealing with, what you were fighting for. Telling you maybe it's not worth fighting for, because the wheel is turning. It's already turning, you know. Just jump on board. And as we know, as things go down, what's great about being in spiritualism and everything else other people just don't recognize is that what comes, you know, what goes down must come up. They're always looking for you, and those down moments are just when things are just dead and done and you won't let it go. Major Arcana card, it's destiny. It's destiny. Either way, it's destiny. Your romantic life, work, career, anything that you may be, this reading may be resonating to whomever, because this is a general, you know, for the collective. Yeah, it's just happening. So embrace it. Spend this weekend clearing your mind. Have a good time. It looks like you're gonna have a great time. Know that it's over with, and embrace this new beginning that's coming up. Be looking for the signs of. I've got that high pitch thing. I know if you heard it, then it's the TV. It's not me. Psychic. Not everything's psychic. It's just happening. So look for the signs. Like if you look in the paper and all of a sudden there's that job you were gonna, you know, were like wish you could ever have, you're available, go for it. You get a phone call, somebody gives you an opportunity this weekend, really think about it, because this wheel is turning in your favor. All right, awakening to your true self. Ooh. Ooh. All right. So we got two cards that came up in another major arcana, which is the moon. Right there. And for me, the moon means a few things. I know a lot of times it's, you know, when somebody may be, don't have the best intentions, and we already know that that's probably true. But in this card, you see the moon is smiling. And this is where we witches, we do our manifesting. This is where we go and reach for her. And this is our space, and as you can see, the fish is really happy. So as far as awakening to your true self, and I think that's what they're asking you to do, is to look for that inner intuition. Do whatever it is, the steps that you need to take to awaken to your true self again. doing all the things you love to do, your meditation, whatever it is that keeps you grounded spiritually, so that you can receive the messages you need to receive. And I do believe that that is what the, because we had this card that popped up most overall, Page of Cups. So this is a, you know, this little girl has got everything ready to give you a great message. She's waiting for her moment, and she's channeling, but you have to reach to her, if that makes sense. You have to get to her place so where she can communicate with you. Does that make sense? Get together with her, through her, and we'll see what they are trying to say there as far as message. Also, there is the, what came with this also is the Seven of Cups. Basically that you're going to have a lot of choices. A plethora of choices. And you see you got your little fairies over there trying to give their point. They're little troublemakers. Choose that little tall glass of water over there, or take that other job. Look, it's in Hawaii or something. You know, just think about things and what's best for you, and but really go within so you know that you are choosing the I said vehicle. So if somebody's trying to buy a car, you've got 7 choices. No, choose the right one, the one that is coming from the divine. And I think you can do that through your meditation and channeling, whatever ways that you connect. Go there this weekend as well, because all of that is going to remind you that that's what you need to do, and then the message is going to come through as far as your choice. But it looks like you have multiple choices. You're not even looking down at the cups. There's so many choices that there's even more that are on this table. Look, or she's like, okay. You all are going to be shining this weekend through this empowerment, and good for you. Because I know some of us wanted to sit on the couch and not brush our teeth or take a freaking bath and let the dishes rot in the sink because we're just drained, we're just done, and we want to be like, you know what, I see my job coming to my end, my romance is coming to an end, my life is ending, it's all ending, and the Divine Mother and Father are saying, no, honeys, it's just beginning. Okay, we are trying to tell you summer is coming, and it's going to be a good one. All right, so we want to clarify what the Page of Cups is, and then we're going to go to that sexuality card. What is the Page of Cups trying to say to the collective in regards to awakening of their true self? Ooh. Sorry. 9 of Swords. Basically, get out of this funk. We just said that, right? This would have been you. Or if you don't take the advice, this is you. But it's all like in your head, you know what I mean? It's like if you see the light shining through, it's not a world of darkness. It really, really isn't. There's life out there. After this change, it's not the end. It's great. It's going to be sunny and awesome. And yeah, if you don't, I mean, you're going to, nothing comes from this. You know, if you don't have positive expectations, this is where you'll be. This is where you'll stay. This is my twin flame right here. This is him. And this is where he stays. And he stays there. And he tries to drag everybody down with him. I know it. Get out of that place. It's a manifested nightmare, okay? It's just embrace what's happening. Think positive. Manifest the positivity into your life. Choose wisely, because you're going to have plenty of choices. And reach within and talk to your spirit guides and whoever gives you your inspiration and guidance that you trust to make that positive forward movement. So, you know, so there. And you know I'm dying about this sexuality card. Okay, so we're going to clarify the sexuality part. I mean, I think it's just basically emanating your essence. You know what I mean? Wow, you're going to be shining. You're going to be like swagger. Like, look at that beautiful woman. You know what I mean? Like, and when you shine like that, when you just wash all that. I mean, like, people, you can wear the negativity like a wet t-shirt. You know what I mean? It just weights and it shows on your face, and And people like us are the light to others. And when it's out, they get concerned and almost afraid for their own place. Because if you're not okay, are they okay? You know what I mean? I find that out a lot. It's like, no, but everybody wants the positive little sunshiny Shavanna. They do not want, and Shavanna's my magical name, but, you know, anagram of my earth-given name. And they don't want any part of the negative part of you. And they just don't, they're so put out that they don't even want to talk to you anymore. Like, I don't even know who you are. You're like sunshine and rainbows and butterflies, and you just like, damn. Yeah, that's happened to me quite a bit. I mean, and it's really ridiculous because it's like, excuse me, but I am still a human being, and when you piss me off, you piss me off. You know, don't be afraid of me because of what I am. I'm still human too, but at the same time, I don't throw it at everybody. You know what I mean? I hardly ever throw darts. It's like, but you know, if I have to protect myself, and you put me in a position of between you or me, and don't ever fuck with my beliefs. Try to tell me if I'm wrong with some textbook shit, because what happens to me don't come out of a book. Have I studied? Of course, you should. You have to. You have to do all that stuff. Yeah, but then you learn a lot too, to listen to your intuition, the inside of you, and that's part of it. You know, it's almost like a test. And I hate those old know-it-alls. It's like, oh, you read it in a book? Oh, awesome for you. I got it from here and here and here. Don't tell me. All I know is the only thing that's been good to me in my life is what's happening right now. Okay, so we're going to clarify that sexuality card. Ooh, we got cards coming out. The whole stack fell down. Okay, guys. This is sexuality card, and then we're just going to do, I'm going to do an oracle card. I haven't decided which one I was going to pick yet. Another major arcana card. Your sexuality is because, you know what? You took back your power. You are the priestess. Queen of manifestation. Look at her go. Look how pretty she is. And she's channeling the moon. And she's adding all those good ingredients just to get everything she wants. Her little witchy self. That's right. You know, priestess. Remember, you guys too. Men, women, you are her. You are her. Do it. Do it. Bye-bye. I have several different feelings about this card. For me, it's two things. As you can see, they're unloading the ship. It's like your ship has come in. Okay. And that Three of Swords heartbreak is now, she's now empowered herself as her guard. But the new tree is growing right to the guy right there as he's watching all that neat stuff that's ready and waiting for him. You know, your ship's come in. Manifest that, and this is what you're going to do. And also turn your back. And for me, this is the other part of it. It's okay to turn your back on the rest of it. Because you have to look forward. You have to look at what's coming at you and not what's behind you. Because there's new growth. That tree right there is going to someday give you shade and shelter. It may bear fruit. It's going to give you everything you need. And that ship coming in there has also done the same. So, yep. Three of Wands. Wands are all about movement, working for it, you know, doing the work after you've done this work of empowerment. It's telling you it's okay. It's okay. Your ship's come in. Look ahead, not behind you. Turn your back on the rest of it. Alright, so pretty good reading. I liked it. We are now going to do an advice card. And I'm going to pull an oracle. Just some basic advice for the general collective. What are we feeling like? We can do angel prayers. We can get to ask the angels, since we have been working with fairies and witches. Or we can do the keepers of the light, because we all are light workers, taking our place. You know, I gotta say, when I was shuffling the angel cards, the energy of them were being a little wonky, weird. I was definitely feeling more the Keepers of the Light. So we're going to do the Keepers of the Light for some overall advice. For the empowerment we're going to do for this weekend. We're all going to go out to the club tonight. I live in a small town, so club don't mean much, but I'm going to go down to my local watering hole. And, you know, the goddess, she's in this reading, guys. Boom. We got Freya. Freya's all about phases and cycles. There is a beginning within every ending. Illusions are revealed and what? Released. That's right. Your illusion of work situation where you are in comfort and stability, anything else like that. I mean, if it's so easy for some joker to come along when you're doing a good job to fuck with you like that, and somebody else is going to listen, then there's the big old finger to the world. You know what I mean? Because that's the illusion that you're being released from. Same thing with your love, who don't give two shits about you. He's ready to throw you away like the trash. The illusion of what you thought was there ain't there. You can hold on to it, hanging on, all of it. So you got Freya behind you, and that's one powerful. You know, the raven is my spirit animal too. And it's and you'll see that in my reading, so I'll have the black feathers around and things like that. But yeah, girl got your back. And we're going to read a little bit more about her. Let's do that right now. Let's read about Freya, because this is your advice for this weekend, maybe for tonight. I'm going to get over here. You guys are so funny. I did something with I did a reading once, and I did Odin. As the general energy, like, you know, how we have the sun as our general energy for the reading. Odin was my general energy for the reading that I had, and I was like, I'm gonna set him on fire. I had incense coming. I have like this feather thing, and it's actually, oh, well, anyway, I'll show it to you. But I had incense. I mean, it was like smoking. It was hilarious, but at the same time it was beautiful. It was just like, and I got freaking Odin's on fire. I mean, it was like, yo, we got some Odin energy, we're gonna amp this up. It's like times 10. Give me some Odin energy. I'm trying to find out where Freya is in this book here. Yeah, and then these oracle cards are really, really, really beautiful. I am drawn more to the Keepers of the Light than the angel ones. Like I said, I'm brand new to work with the angels. They've probably been around me a whole lot more, and they just couldn't stand it anymore and decided to let me know that, hey, we're here too. You know, we guard you, we guide you, we're here. I've got a little special one I called Adelaide. She's beautiful, and she's my main one. And then I've always got Michael around a lot too, and thank God. He's protecting me from all the bullshit. Freya, phases and cycles. There is a beginning with every ending. Illusions are revealed and released. Freya, which means lady, is the Norse goddess of the moon and love. She is the twin flame of Odin. And a warrior goddess. Yeah! That's what we do this. She's a warrior goddess. It's an honor to Freya, who offers deep spiritual and physical protection to those who call on her. She will stand before you with her shield and spear, keeping you safe from harm. She works closely with the moon energy and helps us recognize that our life cycle is always changing. She herself is the maiden, the mother, and the crone aspect of all women, and guides them to see the wisdom of these cycles and what they bring. We all go through phases of cycles and growth, and Freya is the energy that supports this. She has the raven spirit totem, which is said to represent her capacity to travel between heaven and earth. And the extended message here is a phase of your life may be coming to an end, but it is important to acknowledge it's not the end. When one door closes, another opens. You may have been desperate for change, but now that it's here, you could feel vulnerable. Know that the mighty goddess Freya will guide you. Illusions are now being revealed so that you can leave behind anything that is false. Step into your peaceful warrior-like energy and welcome the changes that you deserve, everybody. You deserve this. You've got the universe telling you, babies, come to mama, because no, you deserve this. You deserve something better. Tie up all loose ends and take heart, because this is an exciting time. Woohoo! Yeah, so don't be so down. Be excited. Be excited for what's coming towards you, because that's what you're going to manifest the greatness even more. She is awesome. Freya is awesome. Okay. Quan Yin, care and compassion. She also jumped out, so we're going to listen to her too. Choose to be love. Do what is right for everyone involved and offer a helping hand. So to me, I'm going to read out of the book, but I get out of that is that even though all this stuff is happening, I know that we can sometimes tend to go to the negative side, and I even wanted to too. Like I did at the beginning of the reading, I was like, you know, I'm coming for you, and hell's coming with me, like, you know, quoting White Earp. I even told this weekend, I was like going, you know what, this is what, you know, I want to do. You know, she's the attorney, just go after everything you should be going for, not to come on your ass again. Or do I do what I always do? So maybe Quan Yin is a little bit for me, but for anybody else that has that situation out there that, you know, you really can do some pretty powerful things. One, because you are a manifester, and two, because there's this thing called the law that's kind of in your favor, but you know what it's going to do to the other person. And being a manifester, is that really what you want to do? I mean, a part of you is like, hell yes. You know, the other part of you is like, you know, you are a light worker. You need to be bringing the love. Remember who you are. You know, and she kind of has a little moon behind her as well. She's got a little peaceful look in her eye. Care and compassion. Maybe there's also for somebody else that may be in need this weekend that you know, and just because you're going through your own thing, remember that you are a child of the stars, and you need, you know, you're with the God and Goddess, and you also need to be available to help as well. Don't get so wrapped up in your own stuff that you can't be who you're supposed to be, which is reaching out to those who need help. Being there as the guiding light, being there as the light. I am the light. You know, I do that sometimes in my meditation. I was like, I am the light. You're the light too. We all are. You know, I've read this in a book that I'm reading that's kind of trying to help me get my vibration elevated so that I'm not attracting any more low vibrational people into my life, because I'm over it. I'm done. I'm better than that. So better than that. So, okay, we're going to read about Quan Yin, and I did get in my third eye a message that I needed to pull one more advice card, and it's going to be for somebody specific out there, and I'm not going to know who it is for, but you're going to know. But right now we're going to do Quan Yin, and then we'll be ending our reading. Okay. 90. And both sets of these cards are kind of new to me, but I would always read out of the book anyway, because there's something in these words that will resonate to somebody they're supposed to resonate with. So Quan Yin is care and compassion, choose to be love, do what is right for everyone involved, and offer a helping hand. Quan Yin, sometimes Quan Yin, is the Bodhisattva, Buddha-like being, and the goddess of mercy, compassion, and love. Though she's acknowledged in Buddhism and the traditions of China, she goes beyond religion and warms the hearts of all who call on her. She has a strong connection to the healing energy, more of our miracle healing, in particular Reiki, and encourages people to offer care, forgiveness, compassion to themselves as well as others. Compassion is about recognizing the spirit in others. It's about seeing that they come from the same source as you do. Even though they may not have chosen to become spiritually enlightened or anything, but you have to recognize that they too come from the same place and deserve, especially because you are who you are, your compassion, your love. The extended message is, first of all, the keepers of the light want to acknowledge all the service and commitment you have offered to others. You are all love. Love that. If you are finding it difficult with anyone at this moment, the best way you can move forward is to go beyond wanting to understand why or how they are the way they are. Just move beyond their behavior. Move beyond their behavior, mistakes, and their challenges. This card brings a message of friendship and care. helping you see that those around you do have the best intentions. Even if it doesn't always seem that way, move it to your compassion, develop a greater understanding, and this will elevate your spirit and connection to love, which will only bring you love, a positive love. So I get that. I totally understand that. And what an awesome thing is to basically recognize that anybody and everybody that is watching, that this reading is basically honoring the work that you've put in, your loyalty, but keep the love. Spread the love. Be of love. Not only be in the light, but be in the love. And I think that's beautiful. I think it's a beautiful message. Normally I would just end it right there with great, but I did have that thing too, that there is one specific person out there, if you're watching, and I don't know who it is, that this message is for you from the Keepers of the Light. And only you will know that it resonates with you. And if I feel like it needs to be clarified, I will. I'll clarify it. But you're getting messages from the guides that don't necessarily need to be clarified. That's what I love about the Oracle decks, is they're pretty cut and dry. All right, who's the message for this person then? Ooh. Oh. Lord Ganesh. And this is just for one person. I mean, golly. I could see this being more for one person. But hey, we can make this for everybody, though. We can see that. I know the flares on there. Lord Ganesh. Infinite abundance. Maybe it's just somebody who's really, really struggling and just needed to hear one last thing. This is what the universe is wanting to give you and bring to you. This is what surrounds you. This is Lord Ganesh, is the ultimate giver. This is what's surrounding you. Stop being afraid. It's okay to turn your back. Let that wheel turn. Reach within. Get a massage. Go out tonight. Look like $1,000,000. Wash it all away. Do something you really, really love. Clear up that. And just no. You have got, and all three of these. Freya's got your back like a mofo from those who have bad intentions. She is going to cover your ass. Anybody's coming at you, there's going to be something thrown back at them called karma. Okay, so, and because of that, just be in the love. Be in love and light. Kind of remember everybody's coming from the same source, even if they're rotten to the core. But that because you've elevated yourself, that you do have a higher responsibility, and to remain as a loving and compassionate child of the God and Goddess in the universe. Stay here, because this is what's given to you is ultimate abundance. Don't be afraid. Make that change, accept it, wear it with a smile, be excited and enthusiastic about it, because you have got infinite abundance, protection, and remember yourself, okay? Stay in your core. Be this person, because what